ChubbyRay Comics is on the air. I think we're working good. Are we working good? I don't know, because this is a whole new office for me. My office is now apart. My friend Christina's over moving stuff. Not going at my pace. My pace, it would have been done hours ago, but we are we are still not finished. We're still not finished. By the way, let's congratulate my friend Tom, who just became a YouTube member. It means Tom re-upped. Hello, my friend. I'm glad you re-upped. We like that. We do like that. I like it. Anyway, we're live. We're live, everybody. Come in, talk. I always give preference to super chats, of course, but everybody else try to answer all the questions. I hope you guys, let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure everything's working right. That's important. Can you hear me? Let me ask. YouTube rejected my oh. Oh, wait, let's see. There's a what issue? Wesley says there is an issue with YouTube chats. Well, my friend Christina, she's taking her sweet time. I'll tell you what.
Oh, bite me.
All right. Just getting that shelf in there. Yeah, YouTube comments is not even letting me put my chat in. What do you think I did wrong? Everyone, I'm serious. We just got the computer back hooked up. I moved. I started the moving process. In fact, the Calyx shelves aren't even in here yet. So. Is Tom texting me? Let me see what Tom's texting me. He says, oh, Tom just sent me a new ChubbyRay Comics live thumbnail. Oh, I like that. That's a good looking thumbnail. What do you guys think? That's a good thumbnail, Tom. I like that one. Good job. Chats don't come through unless you put accents above letters. What the hell? Dude, I have no idea what's causing that. I don't know what I did. I just hooked it back up, so we were unhooked earlier and we just got the computer back hooked up. So yeah, I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if that's a YouTube problem or a me problem or if it's a YouTube as a whole or what's going on. And I tried to put a comment and it wouldn't even let me put it in. Yeah, I wish I knew. I don't know. I know Tom got this through saying he became a YouTube member, but I don't even know. Like I said, we had to take the room apart. In fact, if you guys look, all my comics everything's moved. You know what I mean? It's all sort of it's all over the place. Here you guys look. You could see some of my comics over there, and then you could see some over here. But I got all that blank space. All this blank space here is going to be it's all going to be shelves eventually. That's why I moved, so I'll have more shelf space. And my omnibus shelves are usually right behind me, and currently they are not. So yeah, I got a big Big problem. But I at least wanted to log on for a little bit. I thought I'd do a quick show, but it's like YouTube's not even working. I don't know. I know there's people watching. So let me just say, hey everybody that's watching. Tom, if you can hear, Tom, text me if you can hear me. I hope you can hear me and everything. I'm pretty sure you can, but I think you can. But I don't know. Like I said, we're just getting everything hooked up now. So, by the way, Wes says it's not me. It's happening for all of YouTube. Oh, thanks, Wesley. I appreciate it. So it doesn't matter who you are. It's getting everybody. I'm just one of the people affected. I'm not the only one. Okay. So I'm glad they're not just screwing me. I'm glad that I'm not the only one being screwed. Anyway, this is my office is a mess right now, guys. So, because I don't have any of the, I don't have all my shelves set up, but I thought I'd at least go on and explain what's happening, and give you an explanation as to what's going on. I was going to answer some questions, but how long has this been going on? This YouTube chat problem? Galandowski, ¿qué pasa? Hey, what's up? What's going on, Galandowski? Lakanama says, oh, wow. Ray, can you make me an admin in Discord? I sent instructions. Yeah, I haven't. I know I sent out friend requests, but I haven't, or accepted friend requests, but I haven't done anything else. Yeah, I'll make you an admin. I'll check. I'm sorry. I've been moving this. I started moving this office right when the last show ended. And then Christina came over today to help me take apart bookshelves, and she moved the desk from the other side of the room to this side, and all that stuff's been going on. So, and we just got it. We literally got it hooked up at 4:58, and yeah, it's still not hooked up all the way. So, forgive me. We're just trying to get it figured out. So, and I haven't quite figured out. Like, I haven't even got my light on yet. Where's my light? I need my light so I can look pretty. So there's a little bit of it. Yeah. But Lakanama, I'll get you hooked up, brother. I promise I will. You told me how to do it, so I will. I'll find your message. Yeah. I'll find your message and make you an admin. Yeah, I'm just now looking at it, brother. I've been nonstop messing with this room, trying to get it hooked up. But we'll get it hooked up. And I don't know what the hell's wrong with this. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but they got to figure this crap out. Is this happening everywhere, huh? Huh. So live shows are hard to do. But I thought it was going to be my fault, but obviously it's going to be YouTube's fault. This is crazy. Anyway, those that are still watching, I thank you. I got a message today from someone talking about I'm preparing you right now. Somebody was talking about my DC Comics Omnibus video that I made. And they insulted me. They insulted me by questioning my Legion fandom, which that is a major insult. To question my Legion fandom is a major insult. And I will be doing a video. I will be doing a video towards them, Do not question my Legion fandom. Do not question my Legion fandom. I will it's causing me to make a video. By the way, Wesley says he can hear me. Thanks, Wesley. That's great. Are you rearranging the I've rearranged the room. I've got all the shelves out, and all the shelves are coming back in. And I still have a bunch of comics against the walls. And that back wall is all going to be Billy shelves. And so we're going to get that set up for paperbacks and things like that. So, yeah, Wesley says he noticed the YouTube chat problem 2 hours ago. Yeah, it's a mess. It's really hard. Anytime I have a full week, Lacanema has a full week of vacation next week. So we'll get the Discord up and running, guys. I promise. DP says, hey, Ray, can you read this? I can. Yep. Is good. The Discord nearing completion. No, I want to get Lacanema on next week, and we'll start. We'll work on it. You know what I mean? We'll have it set up, and Lacanema says once I have admin, I'll set you up with it. Yeah, we'll get it all set up, guys, because I know next to nothing with it. So, Thunder says thanks, Lacanema. Yeah, Lacanema will get it going, guys. I promise. Once I make him an admin, he can figure out what we need to do. I've been messing with this room, so I haven't had a chance to send it. But I promise, Lacanema, I'll look tonight, and I will get admin to you. Wes wants to know who is my favorite Legion member. Oh, Monel. I love Monel. I love all Legion members. I love Monel. I love Element Lad. I love Cosmic Boy, Lightning Lad. I love everybody there. I love everybody in the Legion. The Legion is my favorite comic of all time. How dare they? Yes, that's what I said. When I read the comment, I was like, how dare you? I said, this deserves a video. So I informed them that I will be doing a video to let them know of my disappointment in this comment. Logan wants to know how I'm doing. Well, I'm really frazzled. I'm frazzled. I'm happy. I'm happy that my friend Christina, by the way, she's in the chat room. I want to thank Christina. She really did an excellent job. She really did a fantastic job getting everything, getting all this stuff hooked up, and that's awesome. I really appreciate it. But literally, we got done at 4:59, and then everything was plugged in at 5:02. So, and I was able to at least log on and get a show. So, but I have no shelves or anything. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's been nuts. Galandas says, we are here. Hey, Galandas, I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. How's your week been so far? My week's been crazy. I had doctor's appointments the first 2 days. I had Monday and Tuesday, I had doctor's appointments. And then, of course, moving this office around today. So it's just been insane. It's been crazy. TJ says new setup. Almost. We don't have it set up yet, but I'm going to put one of my omnibus shelves here and then the other one on the other side. And yeah, so we're going to have, there's going to be a lot of, maybe I'll angle one. Maybe I'll put one in an angle or something. So yeah, I'm hoping to get it all set up, and then I'm going to get everything. I'll get everything re-alphabetized again. You know what I mean? That'll be kind of cool. So I'm really looking forward to it, Really looking forward to it. Ray, I am glued to Daredevil from Zdarsky. It's isn't it good? I told you it's great. By the way, I just finished reading Doctor Strange by Jed McKay. I finished it last night, and I'll give a review of that. I just read Jed McKay, Doctor Strange. I just got done with that. And now I'm trying everything to keep from reading James Tynion Batman Volume 2. I'm trying to keep from reading it to read the things that I've already lined up to read, but I'm really fighting temptation, really fighting temptation to get it. Do you ever balance the ratio of content to your collection, such as not having too much dark stories? No, I have a sickness, so I get everything. You know what I mean? I wish I had the ability to do that. I wish I had the ability to show some restraint, but I do not. There is no restraint in my person. Oh, Economist says he read my review on Comic Geeks. Oh, good. Okay. That's right. I put it up last night, didn't I? I finished it around 2 o'clock. I finished it around 2 a.m. this morning. And I put my review up on Comic Geeks. I'll do the video based on my Comic Geeks review. I really enjoyed it, but I'll give the review. Wes says Dr. McKay's Doctor Strange is awesome. You'll see on the review, but yeah, it's very good. By the way, Wesley says he got Young Justice Omnibus Volume 2 today. Oh, Young Justice is great. Thunder says I started reading Dark Knight Returns and I could see why you don't like it. I couldn't even finish. Yeah, it's very different from Batman Year One, and it's the same author. I don't know what happened to Frank Miller in between these two stories, but holy crap. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to him, but man, something happened. Something horrible in his life happened. Yeah, we'll see. There's Tom. Tom is figuring out how to text. You're going to figure it out, Tom. Still need to read Dark Knight that bad. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Miller's Dark Knight stuff. And I'll tell you what I hate more than anything is All-Star Batman and Robin. I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give that absolute All-Star Batman and Robin is embarrassingly bad. I think it's terrible. I really, really do. I am just not a fan of it. It's not good. But I started reading Zdarsky Volume 2 of Daredevil. And I'm going to read Dark Reign as well, because Dark Reign takes place in the middle of Zdarsky Volume 2. So, yeah. By the way, Wesley says Year One is his favorite Batman story, but I don't like the Dark Knight. I'm the same way, Wesley. I think Batman Year One's very good. But, man, the Dark Knight stuff is terrible. That's just... Yeah, I'm not, Logan Wayne, doctor's appointments. Hope you're feeling. No, I'm feeling good. I feel great. No, I have. Here's what's going on. I'm thinking of getting. I told you guys I lost all that weight. Okay, I lost that weight, but everything turned to skin. You know what I mean? It's all loose. It's a lot of loose skin. You know what I mean? So it's got to come off. So, it's plastic surgeons trying to figure out what kind of surgery it's going to take. And they're telling me today about they told me yesterday about the recovery. Like the recovery time is an extreme recovery. So that's going to be, I'm not really looking forward to that, but we'll see. I don't know how it's going to go, but my problem's going to be, can I still broadcast and can I still do my videos? Because they told me that I'm going to I'll have to take off from working out. I'll have to take off from working out. So, and that sucks. I really like working out. So anyway, it's all coming. It was nothing big. I'm perfectly healthy. My blood pressure's never been better. My blood pressure has not been this good since I was playing high school basketball, which is a long time ago. Yeah. And I don't know when the surgery is going to be, but they're just trying to determine all that stuff. But Laconima says there's a big risk to that operation. I know. I got to get new knees too. So I got a lot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff behind me. Laconima says mine is Long Halloween. You don't like Long Halloween? Yeah, I like Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's. I'm not a huge fan of Tim Sale, but I like Long Halloween. By the way, DP says I love both Year One and The Dark Knight Returns. Not going to bother with the sequels though. Yeah, something happened to Frank Miller in between, because I like his Daredevil stuff. Frank Miller's Daredevil is very good. But man, something happened. Wes says, what? No, Tim. No, I didn't say I didn't like him. I just said he's not my favorite. Tim Sale's, I think he's great. He's just not my favorite, which I certainly didn't mean to insult him, but it is what it is. I'm being honest. You know how I am. I'm just being honest. Yeah, no slander towards Tim Sale. I think he's one of the best ever, but and I'm definitely sad that he's no longer with us, because I think he's one of the greatest of all times. Oh, you say Long Halloween is your favorite? Yeah, because Long Halloween is great. I would just not understand anyone disliking Long Halloween, because I think it's one of the more genius stories we've ever had. I think it's great. And Dark Victory and Haunted Night are both really good as well. In fact, I'll be giving those away. I'm trying to find where Chester is, guys. I'll be giving those books away at some point. I thought Chester was in here, but oh, there he is. Okay. I thought I lost my dog. Ray, I've noticed you don't prefer more stylized artwork. Well, my preference in artwork is like, here you go. I think Jim Lee is the greatest of all time. I love Jim Lee. I think Jim Lee's awesome. I love Mike Grell. I love Mark Silvestri. I love George Perez was great. I just, there's a lot of great artists that I just admire the hell out of. I'm just, it's not, but Tim Sale's not one of the top 5. I still like him, but I prefer a more, like, for example, the best artwork, and I know there are people that disagree with me, but the best artwork ever on a Daredevil story, period, I'm reading right now, it's Marco Cacchetto. Marco Cacchetto's Daredevil artwork is fantastic. And I think he's amazing. I think his artwork is fantastic. So that to me is the best. And that's the best Daredevil artwork we've ever had. And there have been people who love the art on Daredevil, but I've never loved it the way I do with Cook. I think Cacchetto's art is fantastic. I mean, some of the writing in it is great, but the artwork has been, questionable. Wesley says he likes Darwin, Cook, and Sale. Yeah, but they're a particular style. And it's not my preference. They're fine, but it's just not my preference. My preference would be Marco Cacchetto, a Marco Cacchetto type. I like Jorge Jimenez, the guy who's drawing Batman now. I think he's amazing. Dan Mora, and it's not just because they're Latino and I'm Latino, but I think Jimenez and Mora and Cacchetto, I think those guys are freaking fantastic, man. As well, Rafael Fernandez is great. I think there's a bunch of Latin artists are the best right now. I just think they're great. Yeah. Logan says, first time I ever saw Tim Sale's art was in Heroes. Man, I love that show. It took a massive dip in the second season because of the writer's strike, but I loved it. Yeah, I love that show, Heroes. The first season was amazing. DP says Daredevil Born Again by Frank Miller looks great. Yeah, Miller was fine when he wrote that. It's just what happened, what happened when he eventually came back and did Batman Dark Knight stuff. It just wasn't the same. He's very jaded, and I don't know what happened to his personal life, but can't wait to get Fractions Batman. I love Jorge Jimenez. I know Jimenez does the artwork on it. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Fraction. I love Matt Fraction. You guys heard Matt Fraction's my favorite Iron Man run. Matt Fraction had an awesome Thor run. He wrote an awesome X-Men stuff. I mean, I think Fraction's one of the best. I think he and his wife, I think that's like the most talented household in comics. You know what I mean? That's amazing. I'd love to go to Thanksgiving dinner at that house. You give me a house I could go to where I could have dinner with a couple and talk comics. I want to go to the Fraction family. He and his wife. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine the stories I'd get and how awesome the conversations would be. I would love to go there. That'd be a person who I'd like to go visit, no doubt about it. Of course, I'd also like to have a conversation with James. I think James Tynan might be my favorite. He's great. Joshua Williamson and Jeff Johns is the GOAT. I'd like to sit down and have a conversation with those guys. But I'm afraid I'd nerd out too much. I'm afraid that I would nerd out and be embarrassing. By the way, here's my Funko Pop, guys. There's my ChubbyRay and Chester Funko Pop. Isn't that awesome? That was a gift. That was a gift from my friend Dan. That's awesome to see. Fraction's married to Kelly Sue DeConnick. She's another writer. She wrote Captain Marvel. And that's his wife. That would be awesome. Miller's best works are paired with David Mazzucchelli. Yeah, Mazzucchelli's great. Yep. Year One and Daredevil are fantastic. Somebody mentioned Vader. What'd they say? Something about Darth Vader. I missed that comment. What was it? Something asked me a question about. Have you read Gillian's Darth Vader run? I'm going to start Vader down soon. Where is, let's see what I have here. I have, I think I've got some Vader. I have a bunch of Star Wars here. But I'm not seeing any Vader. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. Here's some. All right. Here we go. We have all right. I got Charles Soules. I got Fortress Vader. I've got The Burning Seas, because I bought the paperback, so I can't get the omnibus. I've got Legacy's End. And I have Imperial Machine. These are the Charles Soule Darth Vader books. But I don't know if I have Gillian. No. All I've got is the Soul stuff. But I love Star Wars. Star Wars comics are great. And this is let me see. This is Darth Vader 1 through 6. So this is Soul's Run right here. Like I said, I want the omnibus, but I don't have it. And I can't find it for a reasonable cost. By the way, my Marvel reprint video comes out tomorrow for everybody. Members have already got it. This is Daredevil 7 through 12. This is 13 through 18. And this is 19 through 25. So there you go. There's the Charles Soule Run. It's cool that I have that. I do love the Marvel Star Wars stuff is really good. I'm a big fan of that. DP says I have Soul's Vader Run also, the same paper. Yeah, the paperbacks are good, but I really want the omnibus. I mean, I'm an omnibus reader. I'm not some low-class paperback reader. I prefer omnibus. Actually, I have both. Laconomos says, have you read Deathstroke New 52? Yeah, I have it, but I have not read it. I read some of the paperbacks, but I have not read the omnibus yet. Have you read Star Wars Empire Volume 1? No, I have the omnibus of it. And I also have the Epic Collection. What's he wants to know, did I ever talk about? Yes, yeah. Yeah, Omar's the man. Yep. And it's very cool. Laconoma said, hi, Chester. My Chester. Chester boy's happy, but his treats aren't in here now, so he's going to be upset. Yep. No, the Deathstroke stuff's cool. But I can't figure out why. I can't figure out why Deathstroke is. He's such an anti-hero, you know what I mean? And I'm not sure why people are so attracted to his stuff, you know what I mean? Because he's such an anti-hero, but it works. And then when I read him and he's a bad guy, he's very interesting, you know what I mean? He's a very interesting character. Like in the Dark Design story, he is a bad guy, but he's a bad guy because he's being paid to do something. And it's just to mess. He's being paid to just mess with Batman. And he's very good at it. Whenever he's in Batman or the Titans, those are the best. They're the best stories, right? Thunder says, I have to go for a little bit. Be back soon there. Thunder, good luck. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on because with this room half torn apart, I don't know how long a show I'm going to do. In fact, I don't even know where my Frosted Flakes cup is. So I don't even know how I do giveaways tonight. So, and I don't know how I'm going to do. I got to be able to get videos done. I don't even know how I'm going to do them with all this stuff. Would reading Star Wars comics help someone like me who is pretty burnt out on the franchise? Yeah, I'm not burnt out on it. I love it. I love the comic books, but I love the adventures of the Skywalker Solo family. You know, I love him. I just like that Jason Aaron stuff is so good. And I just love reading of, you know, Luke and Leia and even Lando and everybody. Everybody around that. I'm stoked. I still enjoy those books. DP wants to know if Empire. No, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard it's good. The Legend stuff I've got on Omnibus, but I haven't read yet. So, but I have them. Wesley says my wall looks naked. Yeah, it's usually because the wall it's always had shelves around it. So there's no shelves right now because everything was moved out. In fact, if you guys look behind me, there's a lot of books on the floor. There's Chester Streets. There's a lot of stuff on the floor and on the and on these walls over here, but nothing. That's where my console used to be, was on that desk, was on that area there. So I'm gonna fill that all with shelves now, and we'll just see how it goes. So, I'm gonna have to get it all figured out. Yeah. We'll see. My wall does look naked. Ray, do you consider yourself a fast or slow reader? I don't know. I read an omnibus. I mean, I read McKay's Doctor Strange in like 3 days. Is that fast or slow? I don't know. I feel like I read just right. I enjoy it. I enjoy reading it. It just depends. Like if I'm reading Tom Taylor's Nightwing, I was able to read that I read that in one night. And so I've got Tom Taylor's Titans. I haven't started reading it yet, but I know when I read it, it'll take me one night because it's going to be so good, but I haven't started yet. I do not read manga. I do not read any. And, Wes said it takes him it takes you a month to finish an omnibus? Damn, Wesley, why does it take so long? Wow, come on. Zdarsky's Daredevil should take 3 days tops. 3 days, that's tops. That's what it took me. And I think volume 2 is only going to take at the most 3 days, but maybe because now I'll have to read in Dark Reign in the middle of it, so it might take longer than that. But yeah, no. And I'm also reading. Here's what I'm reading now: Zdarsky Volume 2, Daredevil, New Warriors Volume 1. I'm reading. Justice League by Snyder and Tynion, but I haven't read that for probably about 2 weeks. So it's sitting there. I've read the first couple issues, but so I got to get back into that. I'll have to reread it. I've also got Venditti's Green Lantern Volume 1 that I'm trying to read. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm reading several books now. And then I'm waiting to start Titans by Taylor. And now that I just got Tynion Batman Volume 2. So I'm going to start reading that. But that'll be a quick read. In fact, that's why I'm holding off, because if I read that on like a weekend, I can finish it in one day or one night. Especially if I start during the day, I'll definitely finish it in one reading. Wow. Logan says anything less than a month is fast. So yes, you read fast. Yeah, man. I wish I comprehend. I read pretty fast, but I wish I comprehended more. I wish I could comprehend like Omar and Crushing Crisis. Man, their comprehension level is insane. They read super fast and they comprehend everything. I wish I had that ability. Like you have a conversation with Omar and he remembers, oh, back in X-Men 128. I'll be like, how in the hell do you remember that? He goes back to when he was reading singles and he'll remember the number and everything. I'm pretty impressed by that. That's very rare for me to. It's very rare for me to do, but yeah, he's got that. Wesley says he has multiple hobbies as well as a job, so reading time can be limited. I listen, I love sports and baseball's getting ready to start, and I love baseball, but I will tell you that I also I will take a book with me. I'll take a book with me to my living room, and I'll be watching the baseball game while reading. And then if something exciting happens, I close the book or I put my bookmarker in and I'll go to the game in a little bit. And then when the game gets boring again, I'll go back to reading. So that's why I love baseball, because baseball is the thing on television that you could watch and do other things on while watching. You know what I mean? Like you could split the feed on your TV and play PlayStation on one feed and watch baseball on the other. I love being able to do that. I think that's great. I really, I think that's awesome. I'm looking at these books that I have because I like to grab books during the show, as you guys know, but now all my books they're usually right here and there's nothing here. So I don't have anything to grab. I just see naked walls. Wesley says, I can't read with other stuff. I'm easily distracted. Yeah, I don't know, man. Logan says he's the same as you, Wesley. That's why I love baseball, because you can do other things while watching baseball. I think baseball is the greatest sport to watch. I love it because you can do other things. NBA basketball, you can't be doing other things. You know what I mean? You can't be doing other things. All you're doing is just watching NBA. And same with college ball. The tournament's getting ready to start with college. You get to watching those games and it's like, oh, that's all you could watch. You can't watch anything else. TJ says, I do that with the Australian version of baseball. Cricket, yeah. I've never watched cricket. I've heard it's similar to baseball, but I don't. By the way, Tom says, Ray, YouTube is looking into the issues of sending messages and super chats. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it, brother. He says YouTube's looking into it. They're trying to figure out what's wrong. Wesley says he can't read with other stuff. He's too easily distracted. MLB The Show 26 is getting ready to come out. And I'm just worried that that's going to take time away from my reading. So I'm very concerned about that. I guess I'm concerned about a lot of things. Oh, well. Yep. Anyway, trying to think of what other comic stuff is. Oh, I just put an order in, you guys. I just put an order in from Crooks and Bandits Comics. I just ordered 2 omnibuses from Crooks and Bandits Comics, and I used my ChubbyRay Comics code. I got $4 off of my 2 omnibuses. I was very happy, which was nice, and I'm suggesting you guys do the same. I got the new Excalibur Volume 4, and I purchased Secret Wars Battle World Volume 3. So I just ordered those today, so I'll let you know how fast the shipping is, and I'll try to open them when they come in. I'll try to open the books on a video. So, yep, I love it. Crooks and Bandits, where Wesley got Young Justice. That's awesome, buddy. Yeah, Crooks and Bandits Comics that's my new store. I like Adam a lot. He's a really good guy. And I really appreciate him giving me a code so I can get savings for my viewers. That's awesome. I just, but that's been his shipping is fast. That's my new thing is, man, shipping is taking forever with some places. Logan says, Ray, are you a gamer? Did you see the trailer for Marvel Maximum Collection earlier? I'm so hyped to play X-Men Arcade again. I've never played it. No. By the way, Wesley says, I have Excalibur 1 and 2, but I don't think I'm getting 3 and 4. Oh. I have the first 3 Excaliburs, I think. I think I have 1, 2, and 3. So I had to get 4, but I've never read any of them. But I have them all. I also have all the Secret Wars, and I've never read any. So I've got some stuff I got to read. You know, I got to read that stuff. I wish I could play different video games, but I get headaches or seasickness while playing a video game. That's why I love MLB The Show, because it doesn't make me sick. I also could play NBA 2K, and I could play Madden, but I choose not to because I end up playing baseball all through the seasons anyway. So that's my favorite game. And the other game I could play is Uncharted. I don't have a problem with Uncharted. I wish I could play those shooting games. Like, people seem to like those Call of Duty games. And I've tried to play, but I can't. I get so sick. I get so sick playing those games that I can't do anything. I get motion sickness. I feel like I'm on a boat and I have to take Dramamine, and then I fall asleep. So all I end up doing is sleeping on my recliner when I'm playing video games instead of playing. So that's why I read. My hobbies are comics, because I can't, which is good. I like reading comics the best. So I would just be mad if a video game took me away from it. I also got complaints. I got complaints about the videos that I did. I told you guys I had complaints about. I had comments about the Legion one, and now I got emails today. I got people complaining about my Marvel. I got people complaining about my Marvel. I got the DC complaint today, and I got the Marvel complaint yesterday. Someone complaining about the Marvel. Well, they weren't complaining, but they asked me for more. They said that I could have given more picks. But I did. I gave my top 3, right? But they said I'm allowed to do 5. Why didn't I do all 5? So I guess I'll do what my next 2 would have been. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody to be disappointed. So yeah, I will definitely name 2 more of my Marvel books that I wanted. But last year, my picks were Iron Man by Fraction and LaRocca, Ghost Rider by Percy, and the Messiah Complex, Messiah Trilogy. And Marvel name, they're doing Ghost Rider and the Messiah Trilogy. So I got 2 of them are the ones I picked that got chosen. And I picked my 3 that I picked this year were Iron Man. It was Wolverine, and why am I forgetting the third? It was why am I forgetting the third, guys? It was Wolverine and Spider-Man Big Time, Amazing Spider-Man Big Time, of which were all on my list last year. Last year was Iron Man, Wolverine, or Iron Man, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Amazing Spider-Man, Messiah Trilogy, and what was number 5 last year? Whatever 5 was will probably end up being will probably be the other one that I do tomorrow, so I don't want to give it away. But I'll record a new video with the other 2 in order to people, By TJ says, I like to play either jazz music or rain sounds when reading. Really? I like silence. By the way, Wesley says maybe if I turn off motion blur in the games, it can cause that sickness feeling. I didn't know. I don't even know what that is. I'm pretty stupid, guys. I mean, I can't even set up my own. I can't even set up my own Discord. I have to have Lacanima set it up for me. I wish I was more, I could figure that stuff out, and I'll learn, but I am slow. I am slow to learn. I'll tell you that. So, oh well. DP says, am I the only one that's not drawn to compact editions? I understand why compact editions are successful. Because they're cheap. But guys my age, we can't really read compact editions because our eyes aren't good. When you get older, when you guys get above 40, you'll learn this. Your eyes, for some reason, your eyes just are jacked up. And I don't want to I have to wear real glasses because I'm nearsighted. And when I read, I can take off my glasses. So when I'm reading comics, I take my glasses off. I don't want to have to put reading glasses on to read something, and that's what I'd have to do with compacts because they're so small. Yeah. So I wish I loved them because, man, they sell them for like what, $9 or something, $10. That's a good price, but good price. But yeah. But they just don't, and they put out Flashpoint, they put out Nightwing. I mean, they're putting some great stories. They really are putting some great stories on compact, but I don't have any of them. The Hush. Jock says, this pop up? Yeah. By the way, DP says compact editions just don't look good. Yeah, I don't. I like a regular. A paperback is good. I love omnibus. I love oversized. I love absolute editions because they're even bigger. I like being able to read and see the art. Wesley says, I'm very salty about the Soul Daredevil reprints being digest sized. Yeah. Dude, Soul Daredevil was my number one reprint pool. That video is coming tomorrow. You'll see it. I shouldn't have given that away, but you guys will see it on the video. I think members have already seen it. Isn't it available for members? I think it's available for members already, but yeah, I gave my picks, my reprint picks, and I didn't think of myself because for myself, it would be War Kings, Aftermath. It would be Charles Soule's Darth Vader. It would be all books that I'm looking for that I can't get because they're sold out. But instead, I picked books that other people want that I've already gotten. So instead of being selfish, I went for books that I knew everybody else wanted. Because I'm a kind person, guys. Because I think of myself last. That's how good a person I am. I think of myself last. What can I say? And no honorable mentions. No honorable mentions. I'm not going to give it away, but no honorable mentions in this video. I don't think. Is there? I tried not to do honorable mentions. DP says the coloring of the coloring is poor also. Oh. By the way, Jack Solo says, Ray, I just got the Hal Jordan of the Green Lantern Corps. Awesome. Yeah, I know stuff was just sent out over the weekend or just sent out beginning of the week or whatever. And you guys should be getting it. And there's more stuff going out. There was going to be more stuff going out today, but we got caught up in this room. And to be honest, I don't even know where the giveaway stuff is. I'm not even sure where the giveaway stuff is because all the all the movement of things going on in this room. In fact, I don't even know what we're giving away tonight. Yeah. Logan says, Ray, I got to go, but this has been great as always. Hopefully, I'll catch you again on the next one. We're doing it Saturday. Hope you and everyone in the chat enjoys the rest of your evening. Thanks, Logan. Appreciate it, buddy. Always love to talk to you. Is SGA the best? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? No, he's not the best. He's very good. He's very good, but he's not the best. His defense isn't good enough to be the best. Wesley says, Ray, do I need to even? No, I got it, Wesley. I got your address for the second one. But I think yours was supposed to go out today and it didn't, so you'll get it. Yeah, I hope YouTube gets this chat fixed, guys. I don't know what's going on with it. It's kind of crappy, right? I'm only gonna go an hour because of this YouTube situation. But at least I got hooked up. At least I got hooked up to, you know what I mean? At least I got hooked up. It was awesome. I'm sending a text to my friend. Hold on. I had to send a friend of my friend Christina. I had to thank her for all the work she did today because she was a great assistant. I hope they get this chat thing figured out because it's crazy. Who do you think of the best? No, Jokic. I think Jokic is very good. I think he's good. I think Anthony Edwards is pretty good. The thing with Anthony Edwards is Anthony Edwards can play great defense when he wants to. He's not like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan always played defense. You know what I mean? When people talk about Jordan being the greatest of all time, I agree. I agree that Jordan's the best of all time because Jordan always played offense and defense with his utmost ability. And a lot of guys today, I see they just decide to not play defense. And, you know, it's a very important part of the game. Luka Doncic doesn't play defense. You know, like they slack on the defensive end. And I grew up a Bulls fan, man. Come on. Jordan and Pippen, those guys, and even Rodman, those guys never slacked off on the defensive side. They were always in. Anthony Edwards, man, when he wants to play defense, he can play very good defense. He needs to want to do it a lot more. You know what I mean? I wish he would. But yeah. Oh well, but that's enough. That's enough of my sports. Economist says nothing stopping us talking about collected edition, except you guys know I like to grab omnibuses when I'm talking. And I feel naked. I feel naked because I don't have shelves in here. Although I need to put my Batman books in this shelf right here. I don't know why. I think I go, where do I go? This way. Okay. There's a shelf right here. That's where my Batman books go. So I've got to fill it. I've got to fill it with my Batman books. And then I'll put, I think I'm going to put shelf. I think I'll put shelves here on this side too, but I'll eventually get it done. But like I said, we just got this room moved. My friend Christina worked her ass off, and I really appreciated it. I mean, most of the work was done by me, but she was a very good assistant. My wife helped too, somewhat. So, you know, we got a lot done. Which is nice because I knew this was going to be a chore, man. moving this room was going to be something else. And in order to get it moved, it's awesome. Yeah. I just got a text. All right. I think Christina's disrupting where I said that I did most of the work. By the way, Wesley says I can't wait for the Discord because we can show off our collections. Absolutely, man. It's gonna be cool. Laconimo will set up. He said next week he's got the week off. We'll get the Discord set up, guys. I promise. I promise we will get it all set up. I promise everything is gonna get back to normal. Hopefully, I'm doing a stream Saturday night. So hopefully Saturday night I'll have my omnibus shelves up and all that stuff. So we'll start looking more normal come Saturday. Let's hope anyway. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Anyway, that's what's happening. And the Discord will be up so you can show pictures in there. But I wanted to do giveaways, but I have no idea where the I don't know where the Frosted Flake cup is. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me check and see. I don't even know if I have the book. Where am I? Here we go. We have, here we go. Here was tonight. This is going to be tonight's giveaway. This was going to be tonight's giveaway, and it was literally right in front of me, which is cool. So thanks to Christina for putting this there. I'll give this away. But yeah. Wesley says, "Where's comics and tortillas when you need them?" Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to wrap up early because this YouTube problem's a pain in the ass. And then when I wrap up, I can start moving shelves back in here and get everyone. But yeah, it's just I got a mess. So please, we're moving around. I'm moving around offices today, so my office is my walls are naked. I literally feel like I'm naked, like I'm nude. So please forgive me. Please forgive me. I promise we'll get it figured out. And it'll be back to normal by Saturday's show. But I at least wanted to jump on today. I at least wanted to jump on and, do a short show. Like, for example, my camera's usually up here taking the video, but it's this level now because I don't have I usually have things piled up on my computer and it's on top of them, but right now it's right now I've got a mess in here, so I'm trying to get it figured out. Nude Ray Comics will be it'd be a very different channel. Yep. Good evening, and it's a peep show naked. Yeah, I'm sorry, Gary. It's I got a mess in here, but it won't be long. You got to see the next room. The next room, which is right there, is covered. There's just omnibuses all over the place. So I got to bring in the empty shelves and then start putting on the omnibuses, and then I got to put them in alphabetical order and all that stuff. So, but now I've got my shelves right next to me, my paperback shelves, and then I'm going to line this wall with all paperback shelves. I'm going to put them there and I'll put shelves over here, and it's just crazy. Wesley says, how long to the collection tour? Once I get this office done, I will be able to do the collection tour. I have like my alcove in the front room of my house has already been converted. That's already been and my friend Christina was in, and she saw today. She saw the shelves in the alcove look great. And that's all my Epic collections. It's my Epic collections. It is my compendiums. It's all my compendiums, all my epic collections, and it's some omnibuses and some absolutes. And then I have in my bedroom, I have 2 shelves of just independent books, which are great, you know. So I have it's really coming together. The collection is going to be great. But maybe I'll take a picture. Maybe I'll take a picture of my alcove for Discord. So when we get it set up, you guys can see the first picture. I don't know if Tom still there. Tom, can you text me? We could do a giveaway for the people that have been able to that have been able to chat, but not everyone has been able to chat because of I shouldn't do the gift because it's really unfair. Like the only people that could chat were the people that could figure out how to put were the only people that could figure out how to put whatchamacallits, accents above the letters. The people that figured out how to put accents about the letters, they were able to chat, but nobody else has been able to. You know what I mean? And I think it's really unfair. And as for the members, I honestly have no idea. Oh, hold on. I have, all right, so I can do a member giveaway. All right. So I can end it with a membership giveaway, guys. All right. I could do a member giveaway of Justice League Future State. All right. Justice League Future State. So just imagine Comics and Tortillas here. Because you know he would talk me into it, but I can't, but I can do it now because I found the members thing. All right. Here we go. Let's see what member's going to win. I'm going to dig deep. Who's going to win Justice League Future State? All right. Jules Orozco. Jules Orozco. It's either Orozco or Orozco. Jules, you win, brother. Congratulations, Jules. You win Justice League Future State. All right. We love it. We love it. So there you go. We got a winner. How about that? I was able to do a giveaway after all, huh? Pretty cool. Not bad, guys. Look at that. So, Jules, congratulations to you. Shall I do another one? I don't know where. I don't know what's giveaway. Where's my giveaway stuff and what isn't my giveaway stuff? But, hold on. Let me look and see if I can find it. Oh, that's not giveaway. That's in mail. Let's see if this is. Let's see if this is. And I'll do one more drawing. All right, here we go. This is a hardcover. This is a hardcover. This is Jason Aaron's Thor hardcover, volume 3. This is Thor. This is really good book, man. This is great. This is great art too. This is great art. Look at this. Thor volume 3. What do you guys think? Do a member giveaway, right? Shall we do a member giveaway? Anybody who's a member, we're going to do a drawing. Thor volume 3, God of Thunder. Let's see who wins, all right? All right, here we go. Oh, crap. Hold on. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Frederico Schaffler. Frederico Schaffler. Congratulations, Frederico. I think Frederico lives down in Texas. Congratulations, bud. You just won Thor, God of Thunder. You guys who won, Frederico and Jules, you guys get hold of me at ChubbyRayComics@gmail.com. Get hold of me at ChubbyRayComics@gmail.com. And get me your addresses so I can get the books out to you. Hopefully YouTube will figure out this whatever's going on. And it's looking like, let's see, Tom, it's looking like it's working now. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. It's not working for everybody, but it's working for some people. That's awesome, guys. I'm glad that we got some. All right, so congrats to Jules and Frederico. And I'm sorry that the room looks so naked. I literally feel like I showed up to school naked, guys. Look at this naked room. Good Lord. I got to get my shelves back in. I got to get my omnibuses put up. Hopefully I'll get all that done before Saturday, okay? All right? I'm glad Tom could get in. Thank you, Tom. I'm glad you can get in, and Tom's working, which is nice. So there you go, guys. Everybody, thank you so much for checking me out today. I'm sorry that I had to do a shorter show because of this YouTube problem, but we'll be back Saturday. Another show Saturday. So you never know. You never know if I'm lonely on Friday. I might do another show. You never know with me. You never know. Maybe I'll knock something out on Friday afternoon or Friday early afternoon. But I like to save my Friday. I like to save my Friday late mornings and afternoons in case near mint condition. You know, if it's a solicit show or something like that, you never know if Omar needs help with something. I like to keep a day. I like to keep it open for that. So anyway, thank you guys as always. As always, I've appreciated the comments. I appreciate you hanging out with me. New video tomorrow, or the new video today is my picks for DC omnibuses. Okay, I gave you my 3 DC omnibus picks. Yesterday was my Marvel picks, my most wanted Marvel omnibuses. Tomorrow is my most wanted Marvel reprints. My most wanted Marvel omnibus reprints. That's tomorrow. All right. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for check. I'm sorry about the YouTube problem. I hope they get it figured out. And I'll see you guys Saturday. All right. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks, guys. Take care. Chester says goodbye too, everybody.